Have you noticed how the loudest person often wins the room, but rarely wins the truth? We mistake volume for conviction, speed for intelligence, aggression for leadership. That is the culture of volume. It looks strong, it sounds confident, but it burns trust, and it burns you out. Stoicism offers a different path, quiet power. It is the discipline to hold your center when the room tilts off balance. It is the decision to breathe before you speak, to choose a short sentence over a storm of words, to let a calm, low voice do what shouting never can. Here is the promise of this episode. I will give you 5 simple lines. They fit in your pocket. You can use them at work, at home, and in the moments that matter. They do not humiliate anyone. They do not escalate conflict. They reset the terms. They protect your dignity. They make the other person think. There is one line in particular that changes the room the moment you say it. It is short, it is respectful, and it ends most arguments without a fight. Listen for it. When you hear it, you will know. Before we start, tell me something in the comments. Where are you listening from right now? Your city, your state, maybe your country if you are abroad. I would love to see where this community is growing. Now sit up a little straighter. Unclench your jaw. Take a slow breath in. Hold for a count of 3. Exhale. That is your first act of quiet power. Let's begin. People do not just hear your words, they feel your pace. They feel your timing. They feel your tone. Think of language like a drum beat. When the beat is frantic, the body tenses. When the beat is steady, the body calms. Short sentences, clean pauses, a low voice. These are the tools that slow the beat. They steady the room. They steady you. Short sentences help the mind focus. They remove friction. They make the message easy to follow under stress. When tension rises, the brain craves structure. Give it one idea at a time. Finish the idea. Stop. Let it land. Then move on. This is not just style. It is a cognitive favor you offer both sides. Pauses are power. A 2 or 3 second pause does 3 things. It gives you time to choose. It gives them time to absorb, and it signals that you are not reacting. You are deciding. Reaction feeds drama. Decision starves it. When you pause, you invite the other person to rise to your pace. If they refuse, their impatience becomes obvious to everyone. A low voice is not a whisper. It is a grounded tone. It carries farther than a shout because it rides on calm breath. Shouting pushes. A low voice pulls. People lean in. They listen. They mirror your nervous system. If your system is steady, many conflicts resolve themselves before the content even changes. Now let's compare 2 kinds of winning. There is a stage win and there is a substance win. A stage win is loud. It uses speed, volume, and clever put-downs. It gets applause. It also gets regret. A substance win is quiet. It uses clarity, boundaries, and timing. It buys long-term respect. It also buys peace of mind. The first looks strong in the moment. The second is strong when the moment passes. Stoicism chooses the substance win. It is the art of governing yourself first. Govern your breath, govern your pace, govern your words. When you do that, you govern the only territory that truly belongs to you. The result is not passivity. The result is precision. And precision is what ends arguments without violence. Let's begin with what I call low voice, high ground. In a tense meeting, the loudest person often sets the tempo. That does not mean they set the truth. A colleague raises their voice, points a finger, and frames the story so you look careless. Your body floods with heat. Your throat tightens. This is the exact moment to claim the ground under your feet. Sit tall, feel the chair, breathe in through the nose and let the breath widen your ribs. Hold for a count of 3. Exhale longer than you inhaled. When you speak, keep your tone low and steady. Say, "I won't raise my voice to make my point." Then let 3 seconds pass. Count them in your head. 1, 2, 3. Now offer clean facts. What was due, What was delivered? What is blocked? No sarcasm, no spike, no extra words to prove you are calm. Calm does not argue for itself. It shows itself. Most people make the same mistakes here. They stitch a little sting onto the end of the sentence, unlike some people, which ruins the point. Or they rush to fill the silence because the pause feels like danger. Or they smile to make the room like them. Each move leaks power. Cut the sting, keep the pause, keep the face neutral and relaxed. If your hands shake, rest your forearms on the table. If someone pushes you to get louder, repeat once in the same low tone. I won't raise my voice to make my point, and return to the timeline. The message lands without a performance. You will not trade clarity for volume, and the conversation will now be paced by reason, not adrenaline. This is how quiet power feels from the inside. It is not dramatic. It is decisive. From the office we move home, where small words carry heavy history. Here I rely on the clean mirror. When a relative uses sarcasm, "Oh, now you have opinions," your nervous system wants to match the jab. Matching is a trap. Matching locks you into their rhythm and keeps you dancing at their speed. The clean mirror refuses the dance and reflects the tone without labeling the person. You look at them with soft eyes. You hold your center. You say, "Your tone says more about you than it does about me." Then you pause. Let the words hang in the air and settle on their own weight. If you continue, keep it simple. If you want my view, I'll share it plainly. That is enough. Do not litigate why the tone is a problem. Do not catalog the last 5 times it happened. Explaining tone invites a new debate about your judgment. The mirror is already doing the work. Cooling a family moment is more about physiology than philosophy. Keep your breath slow. Lower your volume 1 notch beneath theirs. Let your sentences end. Do not stack clauses. Hold eye contact for a second or two. Then release. The goal is not to win a point. The goal is to change the weather. If the sarcasm persists, you can add, "Happy to talk," not with sarcasm. Then let silence do its job. Silence is a border. If they cross it again, you move to the next tool without anger. You are not condemning them as a person. You are naming the process and choosing your response. That is how respect begins to grow again, even when agreement does not. Public settings require a different kind of backbone. The move here is minimum conditions. In a town hall, a classroom debate, or a crowded meeting, chaos spreads by interruption. People stack voices on top of yours to force you into speed. Do not accept that trade. Lift your hand slightly, palm down at your waist. Keep your tone even. Say, "Let's talk when we can do it respectfully." Then stop. The room is now looking at itself. You have shifted the subject from your claim to the standard under which claims will be heard. This is not a retreat. It is a boundary stated as policy. If someone accuses you of walking away, you can answer, "I'm asking for a respectful exchange." When that's possible, I'm in. If they demand an immediate answer, repeat once and hold your ground. The repetition matters. It shows this is not a tactic. It is your rule. There are times to leave, and the line is practical, not dramatic. If you feel unsafe, you leave at once. If bad faith interruption continues after 2 clear statements, you disengage and propose structured time limits, a moderator, written submissions. If structure is denied, you do not donate your attention to a broken format. Adults negotiate conditions. Children wrestle for noise. Your posture should say the same thing your words say: tall, still, not closed off, not puffed up. The point is not to humiliate anyone. The point is to make real conversation possible, or to refuse the counterfeit when it is not. When the pattern turns toxic, claim the right to end. Some loops are not conversations. They are machines that eat your energy and spit conflict. Late-night text threads that grow cruel. Office hallway arguments that circle the same wound. You have explained. You have clarified. Nothing changes. It is time to stop without seeking permission. Say, "I'd prefer not to continue this conversation." End the sentence there. Do not explain. Explanations get harvested for new hooks. If they press can't handle the truth, hold the same calm rhythm I'm choosing not to continue. If they accuse you, always walk away, you echo. I'm ending this here. Use the same words each time. Consistency is a wall. Afterward, take a walk, drink water, write one line in a notes app. I chose a clean stop. You are training your nervous system to value dignity over drama. Ending a talk is not ending a relationship. It is the cost of any future talk being healthy. Not every conflict is hostile. Some pressure wears a friendly face. That is when you need respectful dissent. Friends, co-workers, even caring family will try to recruit you into their plan or belief. The push sounds helpful. It can still cross your line. You do not need a speech. You need a clear sentence and a steady pause. I respect your view. I don't share it. Then you let the 3 seconds pass. If they ask, so you think I'm wrong, you answer. I think differently, and I respect that you care. If they push for an explanation right now, you hold your schedule. Another time, for now, I wanted to be clear. This is not aloofness. It is ownership. You are confirming that your judgment is not up for group vote. Avoid little jokes that poison the respect you just offered. Avoid softening language that blurs the boundary, maybe. Kind of, I guess. Speak as an adult who can carry the weight of disagreement without turning it into a personal war. That is how you keep relationships and keep yourself. To see these moves in a real home, picture 2 generations under one roof. A son moves back after college to save money. The house is small. The father wakes early and loves order. The son works late and sleeps in. Friction starts as dishes and shoes and the volume of a midnight microwave. It evolves into sarcasm. One Sunday, they snap. Must be nice to live like a guest, the father says, voice rising. Must be nice to complain about everything. The son fires back. The words harden into a story, disrespect on one side, nagging on the other. Nothing changes because neither is governing the pace. Try it again with quiet power. The father feels his heat and chooses his breath. He says in a low tone, I won't raise my voice to make my point. He lets 3 seconds pass. Then he names facts. Dishes sat for 2 days. That doesn't work here. The son feels the hook of shame and refuses it. He uses the clean mirror. Your tone says more about you than it does about me. He pauses. He adds a plain statement. I'm not skipping chores. I'm on late shifts. The father claims minimum conditions. Let's talk when we can do it respectfully. He waits the 3 seconds that reset the pace. Then he makes a concrete request. Clear the sink before you sleep. If it's past midnight, stack and rinse. Finish in the morning by 10. The son uses respectful dissent. I respect your view. I don't share it fully. He offers a compromise that still respects his schedule. I'll stack and rinse at night. I'll finish by noon after late shifts. They agree. Later that week, at 12:05, voices rise again. The son feels the spin begin and claims the right to end. I'd prefer not to continue this conversation. He steps out for 10 minutes. He comes back, finishes the dishes, and says, let's reset. The problem shrinks to logistics. Love is not on trial. Respect is not measured by volume. The home becomes possible again. Quiet power is not a trick. It is a habit. You build it breath by breath, pause by pause, line by line. Practice when you are calm so it is there when you are not. Carry low voice. High ground into your next meeting. Use the clean mirror the next time sarcasm shows up at dinner. State minimum conditions when a crowd tries to rush you. Claim the right to end when a loop turns toxic. Hold respectful dissent when pressure comes dressed as care. Do this for a week and watch how people respond. They will not fear you, they will trust you, and you will trust yourself a little more each time you choose substance over stage. If you try one line today, tell me in the comments which one you'll use first and where you're listening from. Your city, your state, or your country if you're abroad. I'm glad you're here.